due to problem of networks, there a disturbance came. We further start sharing of load current by two alternators in parallel. Consider two alternators with identical speed, load characteristic, connected in parallel as shown in figure below. That is, E1 is this is one alternator having Z1 is the impedance of this transfer alternator, and this is second alternator. Both are connected in parallel. B is, in this case, if you see, that is the case is V even is the, if both alternator are, speed of the both alternator is same and both are excited at same voltage, same excitation current, the voltage E1 and E2 of both the alternator are same, and E1 and E2 of both the alternator are same, then what will be the current flowing in this inner loop? This will become zero because E1 and E2 both are equal and opposing to each other. But if you see from external circuits, from you see external terminals, the both E1 and E2 is in the same direction, that is upward direction. Both are in upward direction. But if driving torque of one will now one is increased. If the driving torque of one is increased, the speed of alternator one is increases and this will be decreases. That is, speed will be increased and voltage even will be increases. In this way, what will happen? When even will increases, a circulating current will flow in this case. Let us see, that is E1 and E2 is induced EMF per phase, Z1 and Z2 is synchronous impedance per phase, Z is load impedance per phase, and I1 and I2 is current supplied by two machines, V is common terminal voltage per phase. So in this case, what will be B? B is equal in both cases. B is equal to, that is, B is equal to E1 minus Z1 I1 equal to E2 minus I2 Z2. This is both are, from this equation you can find the value of the load current, that is both alternator will share the current I1, that is I1 is equal to E1 minus B upon Z1 and I2 is equal to E2 minus B upon Z2, and total load current will be I. I is equal to I1 plus I2 equal to E1 minus B upon Z1 plus E2 minus B upon Z2. In this way, you find the load current. You can write, that is V is equal to, from this above figure, V is equal to I1 plus I2 Z. I1 and I2 is equal to the I. As in U, this will be equal to I plus I into Z. Circulating current, now current even, what will be the circulating current? If the voltage E1 is more, the phasor difference between E1 minus E2 upon Z1 plus Z2 is a circulating current will flow in the inner circuit of the alternator. So in this way, the two alternator will be share a common load connected with the alternator running parallel. Now, what is the synchronizing current and synchronizing power? First case will consider a alternator on no load. Suppose two alternators are running on no load and working in parallel without any load on them, the excitation of two alternators are adjusted in such a way that the induced EMF are equal in magnitude. The resultant voltage in local circuit will be zero. With respect to extended circuit, the will be zero. With respect to the external circuit, two EMF are in phase, whereas on the you see in this is the circuit, and you in this case this is both are excited with same voltage E1 and E2. When both are excited with same voltage E1 is equal to E2, then what will be in this local circuit? ISY will be 0 because E1 and E2 is opposing to each respect in the local circuit. If you see from the external terminal here, what will happen? E1 and E2 will be in same direction, upward directions. E1 and E2 will be in upward direction as shown in figure. Now when what will happen? Now the driving torque of an alternator 1 is increased. When you increase the driving torque of alternator 1, this increment in torque will try to accelerate the alternator 1 and its induced EMF E1 will lead EMF E2. This will give rise in resultant voltage ER, and this voltage ER is equal to phasor difference of E1 minus E2. Circulate a current ISY in local circuit which give by the expression ISY is equal to phasor difference of E1 minus E2 upon phasor sum of Z1 plus Z2. This is the circulating current, and this current will be, and this current lags behind ER by an angle approximately 90 degree if the resistance of the armature of two alternators is neglected. So this is the, if resistance of two alternators is neglected, you can draw the phasor diagram of these two. This is the represented by the phasor diagram as shown in figure. E2 is because this is the E2 is same, but due to providing driving torque, E1 will be increased, and this is not in a position but it is in this direction, and the resultant of E1 and E2 is ER. This ER will circulate in inner circuit a current ISY. This current is at 90 degree with the ER. This is, and that is along with E1. This current is at 90 degree with ER and along with E1I. This is the phasor diagram, and what will be the power connected by this? The circulating current ISY is almost with E1 and in phase opposition with E2. Now there are here the synchronizing power comes into play. Or if you take the alternator 1, produce a power E1 induced voltage of first machine and circulating current ISY and angle between ISY and E1, that is cos phi 1. Since this phi 1, if you see in the figure, this phi 1 is less than 90 degree. This phi 1 is less than 90 degree. Hence, this is the value of E1. Value will be E1. ISY cos phi 1 is positive value. For positive value, it indicates that which is positive as phi 1 is less than 90 degree. The alternate to generate a power, that is E2 IS2, and angle between E2 and IS2 that is cos phi 2, which is negative because phi 2 is more than 90 degree. Hence, this alternator one work as a generator and alternator second work as a motor. Means alternator second will take power from the alternator one. It means the speed of the alternator one will reduce and speed of the alternator 2 will increase, and in this way it will be, so we can say that alternator 1 experiences a generating action which will try to retard it, and alternator 2 receives power produced by the alternator 1. Hence, it will experience a motoring action which will tend to accelerate it. Thus, there will be automatic synchronizing action which will retard the faster machine and accelerate the slower machine, and synchronization is maintained. In this way, your machine automatically maintain the synchronization. Next is the alternator on load. When alternator on load running in parallel, if the two alternators are running in parallel with their excitation constant, the armature current I1 and I2 are also equal, so the total load current is 2I1. R2I1, that is I. The terminal voltage V is constant. Each alternator is sharing a load equal to, that is E1 B Xs sin delta equal to E2 B X2 sin delta is equal to P. Now when mechanical torque of alternator 1 is increased, its output will also increase, but E1 B and Xs are constant. So to increase power output, power angle must be increased from to delta 1. So new E1 will be ahead by previous position as shown in the phasor diagram. Initial you see, that is E1 and E2, when excitation is same and speed of the alternator is same, then both is E1 and E2 in the equal and in same direction. Now when driving torque of machine 1 is increased, its speed will increase and value of E1 will remain in magnitude. What will be the power? Power delivered by this will be increased. It means E1, B and Xs is constant, hence power angle delta will increase. Initially it was delta, now it will increase delta 1 and E1 will lying in this direction. Since E1 will increase, second what will happen? And second this E2 power, it will work as a generator and this will work as motor. What will happen? Then this will be decrease, that is E2 phase will be, this will phase is increasing, so this phase will be decreased. जब decrease होगा, then sin delta will be, then that will be equal and that will be E2. So in this way, and I1 की value ISY is circulating current will flow. The voltage between two will be AB, a voltage. This will produce a circulating current ISY, and ISY is equal to phasor difference between E1 minus E2, and in this way this circle upon Z1 upon Z2. In this way we can find the circulating current. Alternator 1 carries current I1 dash and alternator 2 carries current I2 dash. Total load current remains the same. I is equal to I1 dash, I2 dash. The power factor of the alternator 1 is improved from cos phi to cos phi 1, whereas it is released from cos phi to cos phi 2 for alternative 2, but the load power factor remains the same. In this way, we can, in the load condition, thus increase in mechanical torque in case of alternator will increase armature current and improve the power factor. The alternator will share increased load whose driving torque in increase, whereas the other alternator which is in parallel in relieved from the load, whereas the reactive power distribution remain unaffected. In this way, this is the both the transformer, both the alternator will share the loads in this case. Thank you.